Now we will study performance analysis of transmission line by using nominal pi representation. So here is a nominal pi representation of transmission line. What is done here is the total shunt capacitance is divided into two equal parts, and one part is placed near sending end and the other part is placed near receiving end, and the total impedance of the transmission line is kept as it is between the sending end and receiving end. The current through capacitor near sending end is called IC2 here, and the current through capacitor near receiving end is called IC1. Figure above shows the nominal pi representation of a transmission line. For analysis, it is convenient to take voltage as reference. Let us mark the current through transmission line as IL. Also from this diagram we can understand that voltage across the receiving end terminals is equal to the voltage across the capacitor, because the capacitor here and the receiving end terminals are connected in parallel. If I connect any load here, in fact, that load will be in parallel with capacitor. Therefore, we can calculate IC1 as IC1 equal to VR into j omega c by 2. IC1 is equal to VR into j omega c by 2. Let us take VR as reference voltage, and assuming that IR lags VR by an angle of phi r. We can show IR below VR. In this figure, applying KCL at the junction near receiving end, we can say IL is equal to IR plus IC1. IL is equal to IR plus IC1. And applying KCL at the junction near sending end, we can say IL plus IC2 is equal to IS. So we can show these IL and IS in phasor diagram as sum of the respective currents. So now we will get first IL. IL is IR plus IC1 and IC1 is capacitive current, therefore it will be at 90 degree to the voltage across it. The voltage across capacitor is equal to the receiving end voltage VR. Therefore at 90 degree to VR we will show IC1 from the tip of IR this way. This is IC1. Adding IC1 and IR we get IL. So this phasor is now IL. To IL if we add IC2, we get the sending end current IS. Once I get IL, I can calculate what is Vs, because Vs is receiving end voltage plus drop in impedance Z, but Z is R plus Jx. Therefore VR plus IL into the bracket R plus Jx will give me voltage at this point. The voltage at this point is nothing but Vs. Voltage across the resistance here will be in phase with current flowing through it, that is IL. So we have to show IL into R parallel to IL, and at 90 degree to that IL into R we have to show IL into Jx. IL is here, parallel to that we will show here. IL into R. At 90 degree to this, we will show IL into X. If we add VR, IL into R and IL into X, what we are going to get? We are going to get Vs. Now, referring to the figure, we are having Vs here, that is voltage across capacitor. That means current through capacitor IC2 is equal to supply voltage Vs or sending end voltage Vs. So IC2 will be leading Vs by 90 degree, and IC2 is equal to Vs into j omega C2. So we will show at 90 degree to Vs the IC2. This is IC2 now. IL plus IC2 is what? IL plus IC2 is nothing but IS. Okay. So this is actually the complete phasor diagram of nominal pi representation of a line. Nominal pi. Now let us calculate the sending end voltage Vs and current Is taking receiving end voltage as reference. So IC1 is equal to, now as discussed earlier, VR into j omega c by 2. Next we will calculate line current IL. Referring to the figure, IL is equal to IR plus IC1. IR at an angle of phi r, where phi r is phase angle of the receiving end current, plus IC1. Here we will show minus sign because lagging power factor we have considered. Now this IR at an angle of minus phi r may be written as IR into the bracket cos phi r minus j sin phi r, and IC1 is VR into j omega c by 2. Sending end voltage Vs is equal to receiving end voltage VR plus the drop in line. Drop in line is nothing but Z into IL, and Z is R plus JX. So Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. We have written already an expression for IL. IL is IR into the bracket cos phi r minus j sin phi r plus VR into j omega c by 2. Z is equal to R plus Jx. Sending end current Is is equal to IL plus IC 2. This can be understood by applying KCL to the junction near sending end, that is here, IS is equal to IL plus IC2. And what is IC2? IC2 is equal to Vs into j omega c by 2, because voltage across capacitor near sending end is equal to Vs, and it is admittance of shunt capacitor. Now we will write expression for IL from here. IR into the bracket cos phi r minus j sin phi r plus VR into j omega c by 2 plus IC2 is Vs into j omega c by 2, but Vs is here now. We have to substitute this value. Therefore, IR into the bracket cos phi r minus j sin phi r plus VR into j omega c by 2 plus Vs. Vs is VR plus IR into the bracket cos phi r minus j sin phi r plus VR into j omega c by 2 into R plus Jx. For calculation of regulation, receiving end voltage of no load at no load can be calculated as VR dash equal to when there is no current flowing through load terminals, that is the load terminals are kept open, then the voltage across the load terminals, that is voltage across open terminals, will be equal to voltage across capacitor C1, voltage across capacitor C1, which is having admittance of pi by 2. Voltage across capacitor C1 is IC1 into XC1. Now we have to calculate what is the value of IC1. Now see here, when no current is flowing here, then Rjx and y by 2 and y by 2 are connected in series, and this series combination is connected in parallel with this y by 2 near sending end. Therefore, voltage across y by 2 here and this series combination will be equal to sending end voltage. So current IL, which is equal to IC1 when IR is equal to 0, is given by Vs divided by the impedance of this series combination. So voltage across y by 2 may be now calculated as Vs divided by R plus Jx minus 2j by omega c into minus 2j by omega c. So VR dash, that is VR at IR equal to 0. VR dash is what? VR dash is VR at IR equal to 0. That is no load receiving end voltage. Vs divided by R plus Jx minus 2j by omega c into minus 2j by omega c. Therefore, percentage regulation at any load may be calculated as VR dash minus VR, where VR is load terminal voltage or receiving end voltage at that particular load. Load means load current, divided by VR into 100. And efficiency, percentage efficiency of network is now given by P divided by P plus 3 into IL square into R into 100. Because line losses are now only taking place in R, and through R IL is flowing. We need to calculate three-phase loss, because here P is three-phase receiving end power. It is receiving end power. So you have to multiply IL square into R by 3. Next we will take determination of ABCD constants. For nominal pi network. We know that current through capacitor C1, that is IC1, is given by receiving end voltage into the admittance, that is Y by 2, and line current IL is equal to IC1 plus IR or you can write it as IR plus VR into y by 2, substituting for IC1 from here. Thus, Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z, that is equal to VR plus IL is IR plus VR into y by 2 into Z, that is equal to VR into the bracket 1 plus YZ by 2 plus IR into Z. Sending end current IS is equal to IC2 plus IL. IC2 is Vs into Y by 2, and IL we know, we have written IL here, that is IR plus VR into Y by 2. Substituting for Vs we get VR into the bracket 1 plus YZ by 2 plus IR into Z into Y by 2. This is first term in expression for IS. Second term in IS is IR plus VR into Y by 2. That is nothing but IL value. So this bracket is Vs and this current is IL. Now we will separate the terms containing VR and IR. VR into Y by 2 plus VR into YZ by 2 into Y by 2 plus VR into Y by 2 plus IR into Z into Y by 2 plus IR. So these are the terms containing IR and these are the terms containing VR. VR Y by 2 plus VR Y by 2 will become VR into Y plus VR into YZ by 2 into Y by 2. It will become VR into Y square Z by 4 plus IR into the bracket 1 plus YZ by 2 we get. Taking VR common outside and Y common outside, we get VR into Y into the bracket 1 plus YZ by 4 plus IR into 1 plus YZ by 2 as it is. Comparing above equations for Vs and Is with equations for Vs and Is in terms of ABCD constants, we get A equal to 1 plus yz by 2, and that is equal to D. B equal to Z. C equal to y into the bracket 1 plus yz by 4, and D already we have written. From these relations, we obtain AD minus BC equal to 1.